Hello, my name is Kristen Sambita, and I'm currently an EDS candidate in Kennesaw State University's Instructional Technology program. My capstone project is called Using Makerspaces with the Georgia Standards of Excellence. The setting for the proposed project is Kennesaw State University's KSU I Teach. KSU I Teach is a department in Kennesaw State University's Bagwell College of Education, located in Kennesaw, Georgia. The mission of KSU I Teach is transforming teaching and learning with future-ready experiences. The organization has a staff of over 50 instructional technology specialists who work with educators to help move them into the next frontier of education by integrating educational technology, personalized learning, and instructional coaching. The staff works with educators and students in elementary through high school. As such, KSU I Teach offers embedded coaching in Metro Atlanta County schools, including those in Fulton County, Henry County, and Paulding County. The embedded I Teach coach works with teachers to co-plan by modeling the use of technologies that aid with instruction, working with students, and providing feedback. Additionally, KSU is contracted by districts to support initiatives in Georgia and around the country. Although KSU I Teach has embraced the maker movement, their primary goal is to contract with organizations to aid in instruction. Director Stephanie Stevens explains, "We really need to be the change agent in schools that shoulder the proof point that teachers want." Currently, the majority of KSU I Teach contracts are with public schools. The public schools are responsible for educating the students with a shared set of standards that are measured primarily using standardized tests. There are misconceptions that the maker movement does not align with the Common Core standards. Woolwind and Pepler, 2015, address this and discuss how educators assume that rigorous content requires work and how makerspaces are considered to be play spaces that are nice but not necessary. Additionally, there are many myths about the maker movement. Spencer, 2018, addresses some of these issues. He discusses how many educators feel that makerspaces are only for STEM activities, that they have to be high-tech, and they should be avoided because they are unstructured, expensive, and extraneous. When I began this project, KSU I Teach had many activities that were linked to educational standards, but they did not have a standard linked lesson plan resource that could be shared among educators. With the creation of the KSU I Teach Maker Bus, the organization is able to reach more educators promoting its vision. It's essential that the organization markets its services to educators in a way that will promote the program. Being part of the maker movement can help KSU I Teach build partnerships that have a shared mission. The maker movement has been embraced because it is a possible solution to an industrial revival in America. To build strong partnerships, KSU I Teach must be able to have quality content that is evaluative, uses research-based strategies, and has proven results. Creating a resource book that has lesson plans that have been carefully researched, are linked to the standards, and have proven results will aid KSU I Teach in attaining and keeping essential partners that support the program's future. The development of the Makerspace curriculum came about because of the purchase and design of the Kennesaw State University's I Teach Maker Bus. In the spring of 2018, the KSU I Teach Maker Bus was launched. The Maker Bus was designed to offer workshops to teachers along with lessons for students. The workshops model maker principles for the teachers and give students experiences where they create. Schools in Georgia scheduled the bus. The client partners with an I Teach technology specialist to connect the lessons to the standards. There was a need for curriculum and lessons that were connected to the Georgia Standards of Excellence. Because of this, many aspects of the project proceeded as planned. However, through outlined in this capstone, many aspects required adjustment due to the needs of the Maker Bus and additional services that KSU I Teach offers. The first objective was to develop makerspace lesson plans that integrate research-based strategies, technology, and Georgia Standards of Excellence that had an engagement satisfaction level of at least 75%. The lessons were created and demoed for for the KSU I Teach Elementary Maker Camp. The lessons can be used as a whole theme day or broken up into individual lessons. The KSU I Teach instructional technology coaches implemented the lessons. The coaches were asked to complete a survey to help improve the lessons. Although all of the coaches were asked, only 2 completed the survey. Both of the teachers indicated that the lessons were excellent quality, but gave me some notes for improvement. Also, students were asked to complete surveys to determine their level of engagement. In addition, I was able to observe the lessons and take notes. The results informed me that the lessons were engaging, but a few revisions needed to be made. The second objective was that by July 15, 2018, 3 makerspace lessons would be developed and implemented for middle schools that integrated research-based strategies, technology, and Georgia Standards of Excellence. It also needed to have an engagement satisfaction level of at least 75%. Similar to the elementary school lessons, the lessons were theme-based. The lessons could be used for a theme day or broken into individual lessons. The teachers did not fill out a survey for these lessons, but I was able to interview them for revisions. The students filled out a survey, and the results indicated that I needed to make adjustments, like adding more supplies to the Rube Goldberg lessons. The results from the students' survey indicated that they really enjoyed the lessons. By August 30th, 2018, I had planned to revise the lessons with a panel of teachers using a rubric based on the Georgia Professional Standards Commission Instructional Technology Standard 2. Instead of using a rubric, I met with teachers and discussed if the lessons accomplished the goal of the standards. We decided that they did, and we talked about how the lessons would need to continue to be revised to meet specific needs of students. We created a catalog to be shared with teachers so they could take a glance at lessons when planning for the Maker Bus. The final objective was to integrate 5 lessons into schools that are connected to Georgia performance standards with research-based strategies that has a client satisfaction level of at least 75%. Although I was able to conduct several lessons, I was unable to implement the client survey because I was implementing the lessons as a Kennesaw State University employee, and the Maker Bus works with the clients to collect feedback on the Maker Bus visits. Overall, the project was implemented mostly as planned in the original proposal. However, there are a few deviations that need to be noted. The lessons are being adapted, and the library is a live document that's evolving. I've continued to follow up with clients, and I've helped develop additional lessons based on needs. The lessons that I wrote are used and modified, but so are lessons from other coaches. The bus wants to personalize the experience to the school, so writing and changing lessons often is needed. Through the completion of this capstone, a number of things were learned about being a leader in integrating technology in teaching, learning, and assessment. It is important to design content that is meaningful and intentional. The content should engage and challenge students, but it should also serve as a model for teachers as they integrate Maker principles into their curriculum. Working on the capstone allowed me to learn to adjust the curriculum based on students' and teachers' needs, and to be flexible, and to provide an opportunity to demonstrate leadership skills. In reflection, I gained insight from the capstone. The strength of the capstone was creating lessons that engage the students and teach them to use higher-order thinking skills. However, there are also some recommendations that can be addressed to make the lessons better. The lesson should serve as an idea bank, and the lesson should be personalized for the client. This should be created collaboratively with the client. The lessons will need to be updated based on new or changing technologies. The lessons can be expanded or shortened based on the needs of the client. For those wishing to integrate makerspace lessons into their curriculum, such as those created for this capstone project, it is recommended that equal attention be paid to the necessary knowledge, skills, and dispositions. They are so closely connected, and it would be difficult to be successful if each area were not addressed. The creator needs to know about the standards and the available technology, have the skills to integrate hands-on approaches, technology, and standards into the curriculum, and understand the dispositions of constructivism and direct instruction. Furthermore, creating curriculum can be improved with collaboration between individuals. I would like to acknowledge my supervisor, Stephanie Stevens, for allowing me the opportunity to work on this project. I'm especially grateful to the iTeach team for their endless support. I would like to thank some individual coaches who went above and beyond in helping me: Ebony Bass, Jasmine Burns, and Jamie Lee Bush, Anne-Marie Carrier, Mary Daniel, Yvette Davis, Michelle Haig, Lee Martin, Anna Moreno, Tanis Ockwell, Suzanne Peterson, Hannah Rome, Justin Simmons, Jackie Souffrant, Kristen Stoll, Trent Stapleton, Phil Wagner, and Luke Ziegler. I could not have completed this project without my study group, Anna Bilyeu, Marcus Borders, Zena Brown, Jasmine Burns, and Samaya Knight. Additionally, there are numerous teachers who allowed me to test lessons in their classroom. I thank them. Lastly, I'd like to thank Richard, who helped me think through my ideas, proofread tons of papers, and gave me endless support.